think the river comes up. You can, I don't know if you can paddle up almost to here. Ready?
Beautiful British actress on his arm, Harvey Villachet, playing the part of Tattoo. And the fellow on screen, he's actually singing with his 3 daughters, is a local man by the name of Larry Rivera. Larry Rivera had quite a history working at
of refuge.
I please present on Sunny's side of the vehicle the Wailua Nui Aho'ano, the great and sacred Wailua River. And this is the largest body of fresh water, and they're opening it up so the banks don't overflow, so it can go meet the mouth of the ocean right here. And as soon, now we're across the bridge, this first left is going to take us up on a road called Kuamu'u Highway, which translates to the backbone. In ancient times, this was known as the Ali'i Trail, the King's Highway. Only those of royal rank were allowed to live up this road. And as we make this big left-hand turn right here, may we present to you our Cocoa Palms Resort. And as we drive by, looking through the palms, we see the lagoons that were there and dug for Queen Kekaikulo in 1830, the last queen of Kauai. And if you look in right here, this was where Elvis's bungalow was. I was all shook up. And as we drive along, coming up right here now on Sunny's left, is the remains of the Holoholoku Heiau, where human sacrifice was practiced. Peoples were sacrificed right here on this flat platform, right there.
Wow.
And this area here where this flat rock is, that's the Pohako Ho'anau, or birth stone. We'll talk a little bit more about this. It's a very feared and sacred site in a small area with very little signage. So we're going to talk some. But right now, back to our movies. We are headed up to our next movie destination, a place called Opaika'afo. To have your back up and flat up against that rock, you see, religious belief. It's going to be very difficult just to kind of abandon. Frank Sinatra, when he was here to film None But the Brave, cast and crew all stayed at the Cocoa Palms Resort. Mr. Sinatra was being hosted by a private residence right there on Wailua Bay across the street. He announced to his host that he was going to go out for a swim. Well, they were horrified knowing of the dangers of the rip current out here, and they tried to dissuade him. He disregarded that good advice, went out for his swim, found himself being sucked 200 yards out to the open ocean in the battle of his life. He was drowning. Now, he was very fortunate that day that there were some recreational surfers on the beach, and in this instance, that's code for kids playing hooking. That were standing on the beach going, look, there's someone in obvious distress out in the open ocean. By the time the kids got to him, it's terrifying. His adoring public didn't want anything to do with him because he'd abandoned. Teeth hurt. So beautiful. And you see that is the Hana'iti Airport from Hana'iti, Tahiti. You see the green roof building there with the hole in the roof? That's what you're seeing on the screen. One of these days we'll come out here and that will be gone. And then across here we see Kong Mountain again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Thank you.
Gilligan's Island.
Do 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 do. Sherwood Schwartz was brilliant. Sherwood Schwartz brought us the honeymoon.
We put you right here to this very spot, wherever that is.
Thank you, Stuart.
I wonder if tipping would be in 5 days. There was a contact there, but I told the police my son's class when I have a teacher next to him.
I want to thank you too, Skipper. I was sure I was going to end up as a hunk of shish kebab in a swamp. I'm especially glad that I didn't drive, Skipper. I didn't even know how to swim.
Come out and remove our luggage from this vessel.
I'd be very happy to, Mr. Howell. Where would you have it removed to?
Oh, someplace where the limousine can pick it up and take it. Yes, there is. The Sunnybrook Yacht Club. My outfit.
Nice hat, Lovey.
Awful report here.
Well, he will bear watch.
Now let's take a look at this clip from Castaway Cowboy. James Garner had been one of those actors that in the course of his career had done all of his own stunts. And by the time he showed up to do this Disney movie, he had broken practically every bone in his body. So Disney folks were very concerned for his well-being. What they did is they put a fake steer on the raft in front of him. I know this because it doesn't move to the other side. Cows can swim. What they did on our island in particular, because of our persistent fringing reef that surrounds the island, making it difficult, if not impossible, for the sailing vessels to come close to shore, they devised a special saddle that would stand salt water. And there would be 2 horseback riders, key, that would swim along and guide the herd out to the waiting vessel, and then they'd be hoisted on board. 2 riders were key. The one at the head of the herd was to guide the herd, keep them in check. The one at the rear was there to shoot sharks. You know? This is not going to work. It's a stockpile. It's an utter disaster. Not a utter amongst them. I was sent to my room a lot as a child. Go to your room. Nobody wants to hear that smart mouth. Let me walk you down and show you where the minnow was beached. Okay? And we're Castaway.
Raise your hand if you're amazed you survived your youth. You don't put your hand down, you're still experiencing it. When he called for help, they go, how far for the lost 12 hours? Playing havoc in production, right? So they made the hard choice that if it's not Murphy, they're going to close the set. Nobody could do it. If Mr. Murphy wanted to drink, they knew right where he was, and you could film around that. Well, Allendale is where Gilligan was, the minnow was beached, and right out here was Castaway Cowboy.
And looks like here come the rain. Shouldn't be here.
This species of variform has been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing is about to sleep.
It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did. This terrible looking, cold-bloodedness of this planet totally wrong. This four-bodied creature.
This thing doesn't live in a swamp.
This thing's got what, 25 cents a pick? Back his on.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
How fast are they? Well, we clocked the T-Rex to 32 miles an hour.
T-Rex? You said you got a T-Rex?
Say it again. We have a T-Rex.
Put your hand between your knees.
Dr. Grant. My idea, Dr. Sachs. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Well, if they have a T-Rex, I have his first cousin. Say hi to Lim.
I know window. Naine goose. Yeah. It's our state bird. Over millions of years of island speciation, the state bird evolved with claw tips on the end so you could land and walk on lava rock. You see them at your hotel. I don't know if you ever noticed the claw tipped on the feet. They're the world's only claw tipped web-footed goose. And I was sharing with Belle and Mary this morning while we went to use the restroom before we met you. One of my most important jobs when I'm Ranger Wendy at Kilauea Point here is to scoop up endangered feces. They're goose. They poop everywhere. Some days I'd come in the morning a couple of hours before they opened and look out over a sea of and you know, you have to try to clean that up before all the public comes. It was like, oh my gosh, a sea of endangered feces. You afraid of this over here, Sonny? You're afraid of this right here? This open place right here, you can park right there. Oh, all right, so if you'd like to come out.